ETS, this is Donna Lopez, and this is your channel message for October 26th to November the 1st. So let's see what they have for that whole week. I feel like some of you are drawing a line in the sand and saying, you can't be with me anymore, you can't be with me anymore. This might even be with friends or people you considered friends. It's like you just, I feel like it's like changing the old clothes out of your baggage. You know, like say you go on a trip and in your luggage is this old clothing, you're taking it out and it's like, I'm not carrying you along anymore, because whoever this is, they have not been, you know, there are times we feed one another energetically, but you've just been carrying them. And I want to say with love that they're an opportunist. So, you know now. All right. So this will help them to learn to stand on their feet and move forward, hopefully. And yeah, I feel like you're being, it's just you've outgrown it. It's like old shoes that don't, where the soles are worn out, it doesn't work anymore. So good for you. All right. It's so funny because I know Halloween's coming up and I'm hearing something about Frankenstein. That's why I'm going, what? What am I getting here? I didn't know if I'm getting like literally Frankenstein. I feel like this is somebody from the spirit side of life who, no, this is not that. I'm getting the name Franken. And because of being so close, I wondered, was it Frankenstein? No, it's Franken. I'm getting this Franken name. It's a very different kind of name. I would think it's probably a last name for somebody. But this person's coming forward with a lot of knowledge and a lot of insight to share with you. My hand is really warm as I'm even bringing this in. It's like they are, so I feel like there's a lot of healing coming with this. You're being very mindful about what you're saying and when you're saying it. So they want you to know your energy is shifted, and this person is working with you. I do feel a male energy with this. Perhaps a father figure or even a father-in-law. But it's, you know, I want to say mano a mano, like everything is, you get what you give. It's, you know, you give, then you get, you know, it's equal. You do for me, I do for you. That kind of a vibration. So they just want you to know that they're with you and they're working with you, and they are helping you when you are communicating, because the things you're saying are very healing to people. Very healing. And yeah, I feel like a lot of teacher energy. Whether they were a teacher or you are a teacher or considering teaching, this energy is very strong for you. So you will not walk that path alone. You will have assistance. So, yeah, had some fun with me there with Frankenstein. All right. Let's see. What else do we have here? Well, I have to say, they are going through some Halloween colors now, because now they're bringing in the color orange. And I'm feeling, though, that there's a lot of creative energies coming forward. You know, but also that a lot of you that have creative talents, I feel like you're done with doing something the way you used to do it. Like, oh, I was into that for, it's not that you're not going to continue to do what you do, but it's like you're not going to do it the way that you had been doing it. I feel like you want to put your own stamp on it. Think of it like learning how to do something creative, and so you get all the arts and crafts stuff or whatever you're doing with it, and perhaps you're working with a machine and there's a format and ways that people do it, and you're throwing things out and you're going to start to do it your way. And it's very specific. I am feeling that some of this has to do with people that do some sort of, I think they call it multimedia art, words, pictures, painting, all in one piece, fabric. I really like it, though, and it feels really good. So, you know, they're really encouraging you with this. I'm getting a name like Angela with this as well. So, however that name fits for you, that name is there. All right, and I'm hearing, you know, life isn't a race, And a lot of you have been running a race, but you've spent more time looking behind you to see where your opponent is rather than focusing on where you need to be moving forward yourself. In other words, you missed the trip, you missed the journey because you were looking back so much. So they're really encouraging you to chin up and move forward. Keep your chin up and move forward. If you're in somebody else's business, you're not in your own. Okay, so get in your own business. Be about your business. All right. We're talking about, this is kind of interesting, condemnation and forgiveness. It's almost as if condemnation is, for some of you, that this is something that you've accepted as part of life, and that like, you know, if you've done something wrong, you're going to be condemned, and then you'll get forgiveness, but you have to pray for it and ask for it. And it's like, you know, really, Spirit doesn't work like that. They don't want us wasting a lot of time on that stuff. It's you know, you're learning, and if you don't do different when you know better, yeah, you go back into school and you got to repeat the grade, that's for sure. But if you enjoy doing that, then go at it. But this thing of that you're going to be condemned, or, you know, and then you get forgiveness. It's almost as though you're wanting to be condemned so you can get the forgiveness, because in the forgiveness you're feeling more love and more acceptance. And you're already loved and you're already accepted, even when you mess up. And even when you mess up when you know better and you should have done different. It never feels good to watch somebody go through something, you know, like we call it karma, right? But when that karma comes to hit them, it is never a pleasant experience. It is never a feeling of like, well, I'm glad they got theirs. Because it's a painful journey that we're on sometimes when, you know, because we too will go through these same experiences. So if you want that for yourself, then enjoy that with another person's suffering. But if you don't want to see others suffer, then lift yourself up as well. You know, try to see the best in people so they can see the best in themselves. Interesting. All right. I hear there's a whole new mirror showing up for some of you. It's like, I just almost felt like I saw a whole, think of the sunlight and the circle that's around the sunlight, the beam of light around it, like the halo that we would see in the scriptures of the saints and that. So some of you are going to begin to see this auric field, this illumination around others, and you're going to be kind of awestruck, but just allow your energy to take it in when you see it. Very often Spirit will show me different things at different times, and I always think it's really interesting, like when somebody's face completely transfigures in front of me, or I see a light around them, or a color, and it's like they're just giving me extra added insight and information. But really learn to enjoy it and appreciate what you're being gifted with, because you're going to start to see some of these light aspects, and it's going to feed you. It's going to feel very good. In other words, too, they don't want you chasing that, you know, or a person like that. Just know that, you know, that they've built up their energy field to a degree that that's how that is showing up. But not everyone can see it. So you've also built yours up enough to see it. All right? So you're looking in a mirror. Yeah, wonderful. All right, let's see what we got for the rest of that whole week. I hear little boys running amok. So, you know, I know Halloween's coming up, and it's like little boys running amok. Somebody's got like 3 or 4 little boys, and I just see them running amok and going all over and just having a really good time. But I feel really good about it. It's like whoever this mama is, because I feel like this is a mother. And yes, of course, she's enjoying it with the father figure, because they just know this is the nature of their boys. they just run amok, but they're having a good time and they're enjoying them being children and having fun and having that brother, the other brothers, you know, in their life. It's a package deal is what I hear. And it's a package that you gratefully and beautifully accept. And just know that your love of your children, your acceptance of your children and how they are also shows other people how to allow their children to be who they are and just accept them for the little energies that they are. All right, so that they can grow into grounded, accepting adults of who they are. You know? Yeah. All right, let me see if there's anything for the whole week. I see love. I just feel like a big kiss, like a big, I feel like there's going to be like something creative somebody's going to go do or be involved in, and they're going to meet somebody, and there's going to be like a nice romantic, like kismet, like wow, like they really lit me up, you know, and there's just this, like you're meeting each other coming and going. It feels very good. So you're going to really light up when you meet this person, but it'll be mutual likeness based on something creative. Think of if you're a musician or a painter or you know, somebody that likes to go out on hikes, and so it's you're just vibing with the same things that you both enjoy, and it feels really good. Yeah, yeah, and for a lot of you too, I see a lot of you getting really ready to. I hear put on your party clothes. I feel like a lot of you with love have been kind of slouching, and they're saying that it's like, nope, I'm getting dressed up and I'm going out. I feel like dressing up and going out. And I feel really, you know, like a whole new me, like I'm ready to get up, get dressed up and go out. So, yeah, wonderful. Yeah, nice lightness with this. You know, it feels a little choppy in the beginning, but then I see it kind of like winding up really nice, and then that nice opening of that love energy. So it feels really good. So with that, thank you all so very much. Namaste.